me see. Hey,
All right.
are we live yet? Yeah, we're live. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the EA Markets live stream presenting Ken Baby Boy CHIGBO. And today we have Ferdi as well from our team. Please give them a warm welcome.
Love it.
On so we
Love
can
it. Angel, ask.
away. There you go. All right. Warm
Go
up.
back.
Let's get ready, baby. What are we
Love
doing?
to be here, guys. Love to be here.
Thanks for joining. So, Ken, do you have some macro sauce for us today? Or not really?
Yeah, bro, of course. I always do. I've always got the macro sauce.
All right. That's
Hey,
Now we're
Angel,
talking
you might
about.
just turn it down. Turn it down just a tiny bit. There we go.
yeah. That's what I was doing, though. Don't mind me. I'm just getting everything done. So we can
Vibing.
just... Of course.
Vibing. All right, let me share my screen here now. We'll talk because obviously I was not on the stream yesterday. You're enjoying your Spanish one. I caught some of it, man. Loving the flow.
Oh
loving
yeah,
the
I saw your
vibes.
comment. It was actually lovely though. I thought it was highly. We have great numbers. It was like an English one. We have a lot of people trying to engage on the chat, and it was lovely. It was 100% lovely.
Yeah, man, strong. Yeah, guys.
So-
Let me share my screen. Is it sharing? Oh no, not quite. Let me
No,
try
not
again.
yet.
Yes,
It's
traders happy.
Wednesday, Telemundo. What's up, Bushido? How you doing, brother?
Shido. And Neon Spark,
Good,
my G.
Neon
Our
is always
loyalists.
here, though.
The loyalists are still here. Yeah, I'm sharing now, bro.
Let's go.
Guys, I thought I'd set the tone with oil prices, right? I said to you guys, this is the key right now. Oil price is still pumping to the upside. It's beautiful, really, because obviously on that previous stream, I said keep an eye, obviously, on structure. We got higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low. This retest was beautiful here. Swept some liquidity where people would have placed their stops. Reversal candlestick, and then continuation. Then we're drawn into the next big area of liquidity, which is 86, 87. Now, obviously, you guys know why we're moving to the upside with oil. We've still got all this fighting going on. US was the 11th strike last night, 11th consecutive strike. So oil price jumping. The Strait of Hormuz is in a complete chokehold right now. This is spreading across like Yemen, Saudi Arabia. Like it's super, super volatile. And I was just really surprised how long markets were just ignoring this for. And we kind of still are ignoring it. Like when you look at the CME, this is creeped up now. This is the probability of the rate hike for July. And I still think markets are underestimating, this inflation trade that's going on right now. We've creeped up. On Monday, we're at 10%. Now we've jumped up. Markets are waking up to this inflation. So obviously that filters through to the dollar, but the dollar's still sitting kind of consolidation right now. We're grinding to the upside, but in this sort of consolidation until we get a catalyst. And the catalyst is obviously 1 week away, where we've obviously got the FOMC rate decision next Wednesday, guys. So yesterday, was it earlier on the day before yesterday, I took some shorts obviously on gold, end up getting whacked, got taken out of those shorts. Obviously price is pushing to the upside. Okay, now I've had quite a few messages, people asking me why is gold rallying right now? And look guys, this is what it is. Now this is where it gets freaking tricky. So obviously gold has been under pressure. This whole trade to the downside, all this to the south has been because of this, right? Yields rising. So the inverse there. The yields have been rising in expectation of higher rates, and gold has been crumbling. But you're thinking, why is gold rallying now and yields are still pushing to the upside? Why is gold pushing to the upside? Well, two things. First things first is that we've got this technical area that we failed to break down at 4K. So we bounced there. We've broken this sort of descending structure, this descending trend line where we're pretty lower highs, lower lows. We've broken this trend line and now we're catching some momentum. Now, obviously, we're going to be magnetized, it seems, towards this neckline here. So double bottom. Let's see how we deal with. If we go in, sorry, excuse all the artistic drawing, but if we go and clear this 4.2, 4.3K area, then it's gone. Okay. But we could still reject here. And this ends up being like a massive fake out. We reject here at this big area of liquidity where this gap is as well. You can see this gap, and then we come to the downside. So why are we pushing to the upside? Just quickly. So there's this narrative right now that people are talking about where we could have stagflation. So you know how oil prices are rising, and obviously that causes inflation. but people are worried that maybe the US economy is slowing down, because when you look at a couple of things, the GDP reading last month, the last GDP reading that we had, this saw a drop down to 2%. Okay. This dropped down to 2%. We've had some softening in numbers. The previous was revised lower as well, from 1.4 to 0.5. And then when you look at the non-farm payrolls number, I'm just going over playing devil's advocate here. The last non-farm payrolls saw only 57,000 jobs being added, and the previous revised lower to 129. So in people's heads, they're thinking, maybe we have stagflation. Oil prices are rising again, so inflation is going to be high. Potentially, we're seeing a slowdown in growth. There's a fear that we could be a slowdown in the economy. So then, markets are using gold as a hedge against that. Okay, so in that time of stagflation, gold potentially being a hedge. That plus having cash. So that's why it could be a little bit tricky. I think I need to do a whole breakdown of this, like a proper masterclass. I think maybe that's the next video that we do. Maybe that's the next video I drop on the E8 channel, just covering that scenario in detail. But that's why gold's pushing to the upside at the moment, I think, because market's thinking about stagflation. Right now, I was looking at some shorts for euro. I'm just keeping an eye. We had, so you see what's quite nice, guys. We've been respecting the Asian range sweep. Sweep at a high to the downside, sweep at a high to the downside. Yesterday as well, sweep at a high to the downside. And obviously structures remained intact. Like when you look at this, lower highs, lower lows, really clean. But now it looks like we might be getting the breakout. I'm watching to see if this is a fake out. If we can close back below, then I'll look at some shorts, maybe equal highs, double top. So that's what I'm monitoring at the moment. Yeah,
that's solid. Actually, I agree with the video idea, Ken, because I think that's something that everyone should keep in mind, and it's a great lesson. I'm actually going to watch the video as soon as you drop that one as well.
Yeah, yeah, broski. What do you think? Are we bouncing from here for gold? Like, there's a big debate at the moment on X. As to whether, like, some people are saying we've seen the bottom now. This is a double bottom here. What do you think, Angel? What do you reckon?
I mean, we're definitely pumping. I actually got Asian longs. It was a solid 1 hour trade, actually, because I thought we had like a sweet highs, because we were selling on Monday. Do not forget, I was actually selling. But now, I mean, it looks kind of bullish, and at least we need to get to that area that you have marked out right there, the resistance area, or that high. I think that high is gonna get swept. So for now, we're gonna get there, and then maybe we're accumulating. I think you actually mentioned that before. We're accumulating on gold. Yeah. And maybe we're just gonna range in that area for some time before we actually trend again. So it's gonna be interesting. I know trading gold during the range is kind of harder than the usual, but it's definitely looking good. Let's see what happens once we take out that high. If we continue going higher, or we just get back into the range. For sure, man. And sorry, just while I'm in the flow a minute, I was looking at this today, and this is obviously the dollar index. So the dollar index is a key part of my day to day. But like last month was incredible, guys. Like we had this big, obviously, breakout. This is obviously the inflation trade that drove dollar to the upside, and obviously all the dollar pairs down. But when I look at this screams like the way this candle is right now, it's still in limbo. It's like, I'm just chilling here for now. We broke out of this range. Now I'm just retesting and I'm consolidating. Like it's monthly. Like last month still suggests to me that we're going to go and push up, take this high and continue that bullish momentum. Like, and obviously the key to that would be the not non-farm payrolls, would be the FOMC next week. So I'm still super bullish. It's just going through the motions, allowing this higher low to hold, and then looking for those signs of that breakout. And I think it's going to come. It will, like in my eyes, I think I can't imagine anything else. And and this ties in with the euro, just going through the motions here and waiting for that swing opportunity to just drive this south. I've been talking to a lot of people. It's for me, in terms of specific dollar pairs, it's like hand sitting right now. And this is what we do. We've paid to freaking wait. We've got to wait, man. So yeah, baby. Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah. Oh
100%,
yeah.
100%. I like that. So you're still bullish on the Dixie and bearish on the euro, right? You still want to
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yes, sir, skis.
So guys, what are your thoughts on the USD JPY pairing?
That's on Ken. 100% on Ken. Ken, please delight us.
There was something this morning where I thought this was This must have been a little like warning from Japanese officials where the yen's been getting smashed. Look at that on the 5 minute. You see that? So we dropped here. It's like a little intervention from the Japanese authorities. Now, obviously, this could keep going. It's one-way traffic, really, Ferdy. Like one way. And I think that'll be the case, right? Unless that divergence. You know how rates are low in Japan and then they're high in the US. This divergence, like we've had a beautiful break retest here, like we saw in oil, right? We had this range, then we go and break out higher high, higher low, and then continuation. Unless something happens, i.e. they intervene and they force yen strength, this is just going to keep pushing to the upside, in my opinion.
I mean, if you look at it, if you look at the EVA pairing right now, like on a multi-month time frame, like I mean, we had a multi-year breakout, and the currency strength between the Japanese yen as well as the US dollar, like over the past, I saw a stat on X recently. Like, please just confirm me if I'm wrong, or correct me if I'm wrong, but the majority of the savings power from the yen relative to the dollar has just completely been obliterated, like over the past 26 or 27 years. So, like, I guess the Reserve Bank for the government is able to, you know, I kind of expect this to continue to be upwards. But yeah, thanks for the analysis there, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, 100. Definitely, bro. 100%.
We're doing a break and retest right there, right?
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Area.
Looks like a beautiful break and retest. And just very lastly, just on the macro side, guys, as a reminder, right? Japan, this is really important. Why I think Japan are just going to have to not do anything apart from import to Middle East. So here we go. Yeah. So Japan historically relies on Middle East for 95% of its crude oil from the Middle East. Bear in mind, obviously, we've got these disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz. So if Japan's getting their oil from the Middle East, right, and they're struggling to get it, prices obviously are going nuts with oil. That's inflation concerns for the Japanese authorities. If we've got inflation concerns, are they really? And then people, like historically in Japan, people don't like spending money. So if prices are rising, people are going to be reluctant to want to spend. And then this is one of those things that for many years, I think Japan have like PTSD with deflation, because they're worried if people don't spend, then prices are just going to fall. And people, we have deflation problem again in Japan. So I think because of this very fragile situation, their hands are tied. There isn't going to be any intervention, and they're not going to rush to raise rates, in my opinion, because of what's going on here in the oil market. So I think, yeah, again, one-way traffic for UJ. Yeah. What about you, Angel? What are you looking at today, baby boy?
What am I looking at? Let me see, actually. We actually are on a difficult area to trade the NQ at this point, because we have this daily gap and this retracement right here, but it doesn't look like that type of price action that I'm in love to get engaged with, because if you look at the 4 hour, we have this big candle right here. Well, it seems like we're bearish, but now we're rejecting higher. So that kind of puts me in a position that I'm not like 100% sure. I don't have like a target to trade today, and that's not enough clarity for me to put some risk on, at least for the NQ. So if I had to wait for something today, I'm still want to see shorts. So maybe if we have a reswift and we visit the previous day high, and then we can get back into the range, rejecting this area again, it will be beautiful. But I'm just gonna keep in mind to see what's going to happen from this area to get involved with something here. I don't want to just pull the trigger, but I still want to look for shorts here. It's just hard to take something or to see something out of this, or maybe take something. It's gonna be like a high risk trade, so I'll rather just trade the micros as of today. But we shall see. I was looking at the pound futures. So it's like trading the pound USD kind of thing. And I have this area marked out right here because we have a 4 hour gap. So this is matching your analysis from the Dixie. I would love to see the price retracing a little bit higher, tapping into this gap, and then trading back lower, because we have lows right here. We have a liquidity. And if you're using a Fibonacci from here to here, we need to rebalance at least the 50% area, right? So this is pretty much that golden pocket area, that 61.8. Well, that is matching with this 4 hour gap. So if you don't want to see this as a 4-hour gap, you can just see this as a structure. We have a lower high here, we have a lower low, and we have a potential lower high from this area that we have right here to trade lower if the Dixis keeps going up, right? As for the gold, my target will be pretty much the same area that you have marked out, which is the resistance zone and this highs that we have right here. I think we're gonna get to that high somewhere at some point this week or the next one. So for now, it will be nothing but looking for longs and looking for retracements. If I have to look for something, and let me just look for the MGC. All right, so today I would love to see a retracement back into this 5-minute gap, and then looking for the lower time frame to take any longs. That's what I'm looking so far. It's the gold, the pound on the futures, and NQ if it presents itself, but we shall see. Unfortunately, we shall see. Do you have anything, Ferdy, that you want to share with us today?
Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, just a bit of introduction. I'm Hype Merchant, or also known as Ferdy. That's my that's my proper name. I know Angel and Ken here. They're bringing the heat with forex and commodities, but I actually want to have a bit of a look at one of my favorite assets, Bitcoin. I know the guys aren't as bullish on it right now, but I just want to give you a bit of a take on what I'm looking at the market right now. Angel, you mind if I share my screen?
Yeah,
quickly?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let me just remove this wild trading view watch list that I had here. So I just want to take a bit of a look. Guys, you can see my screen, right? All good, right?
Hold on. Now we can.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I just want to take us back to last week, Friday here. We had a bit of one of these more wicks to the downside, and we were tagging. Let me see, it was 63,756. And since then, we've had a bit of a rally upwards. But the thing about Bitcoin, especially if you zoom out a little bit, and given the fact that we're in a midterm year, you'll see that since the start of this year, it's been pretty much down only. So I'm not advocating anybody to buy here. I do expect us to probably drop a little bit lower here, probably about 48. But for those who are looking to take a shorter position, if you look at this resistance area here, stretching all the way back up until June, this is when we had the whole Sailor news and clip. Once again.
I think we lost Ferdy, right?
Yeah.
We lost your voice.
Oh,
Yeah, we lost your voice for a second. Now you're back.
Is my voice now back?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So something that I kind of like to use in trading, it's a very simple indicator. I'm not the biggest fan of running 100 indicators, but it's called the whole EMA suite. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, right?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so obviously an EMA is just like an average of prices over a period of time. But there was this there's a scientist a few years ago, this mathematician, that he was looking at the current EMA structure, and he was like, the problem with EMAs is that it's a lagging indicator. So price develops, and however, you can see an EMA 200 and price respected, but not as accurate about giving you a potential signal, especially when you're trying to end on an intermittent period. Like myself, I like taking a trade on the 4 hours. So I'm looking at Bitcoin right here. It's projected. I do expect a more weakness in the market here, and I expect a retracement from Bitcoin all the way back at 63,900, and ultimately probably only later in this year. So guys, yeah, that's just a quick take for me on Bitcoin, and I'll leave it over to the experts, Angel and Ken here.
Cheers, Ferdy. Yeah, fair play. I was I was being a bit aggressive before. There's a stream a couple of weeks ago. I was just saying that Bitcoin's going to zero.
It is going to zero. I promised you that.
Yeah, I do think there's a lot more south to come, and my argument was, I don't want to relight the fire as such, but my argument was that, we're moving to a time where obviously a lot of the elite, should I say, a lot of governments and big authorities want obviously still control, and obviously they lost control for a brief period of time. I say a brief period of time because I feel like a lot of people are liquidating their crypto assets and relying less on, crypto payments still occur and obviously in decent volumes. Some of my income comes through via crypto. But anyway, speeding up to the point is that I just believe that obviously all the central banks are going to be clocking on. They're going to be start integrating maybe even forcefully integrating digital payment systems into our respective economies. And then at some point, maybe there's no need for the likes of Bitcoin. Maybe there's no need for some other cryptos, because why?
I mean, no, but I firmly agree. But problem with gold, and this is kind of like a meta, not gold, Bitcoin is a bit of a meta. Guys, my audio is still decent. Just somebody was just in the comments saying my audio isn't great. You hear me?
Yeah, we
you're
can
right
hear you
about
perfect.
it.
Yeah, the problem with Bitcoin, is that ultimately it has no fundamental, driving purpose, right? Like it's all driven by a specific narrative. And over the past year, we've seen the AI trade explode. We've seen the semiconductor trade explode. And right now, you have to ask yourself, as a marginal buyer, like who is willing to invest at Bitcoin at these prices right now? We do have short-term traders, trying to take a bit of a scalp, going long or going short, depending on the market structure. But ultimately, if you are an investor, depending on whatever size, I mean, you could have $10,000 or $100K or $1 million, and a buyer of Bitcoin at 65K with potentially a 2x all-time highs, or as capital might be looking to rotate to a different sector. When it's an attractive investment point or like an asset
We're losing you fairly. Like you're fine, and for a second we just lost you.
I don't know, guys. It must be the South African internet, but yeah, I guess just much lower than I do believe it.
Yeah, we lost him again.
Yeah, fair. Cheers, Ferdy. Angel, just going over to your NASDAQ, right? I'm just looking at NQ and or NASDAQ rather, the CFD, and I think I still see a lot of vulnerabilities at the moment. For me, just looking at the monthly, looking at the weekly, I still feel like we're potentially going to head to the downside. I was hoping that, well, not hoping, I was expecting maybe today that we still come down. Obviously, I mean, it's very choppy, but we're coming back to retest this, coming into this range area. I was thought maybe we produce a lower high today and then continue to the downside. And obviously a lot of the big boys, if you look at data, I was looking at this a couple of days ago, but hedge funds are dumping US techs at a record pace. So 8 weeks of sales to the largest in 10 years, offloading tech stocks. And then also, this is worth of note, Jamie Morgan, obviously of JP Morgan, one of the largest, if not the largest US investment bank, says markets underestimate risk and says he wouldn't buy stocks or treasuries. I mean, I disagree with him on the treasury front, but buying stocks at this current time is probably a bit crazy because obviously we're going to have higher rates and we could have this situation of stagflation as well. So anyway, if these guys are saying it and we're seeing it in the data that's being offloaded, just an element of caution with buying. I think, yeah, it looked, and even just paying attention to the technicals, it looks vulnerable. Nas baby.
Yeah, I agree. I want to see shorts on the hard time frame based on the daily time frame right now. I think the daily time frame still need to catch up if you want to be bullish long term at this point. If we're going to retrace like deeper in the monthly time frame. But maybe we need something else. Like at this point, it still needs some sort of confirmation. It need a little bit more of price action, and there's nothing like screaming for me to see any trades today. But definitely, I would love to see a lower high printed from this area.
Yeah, same, my man. Yeah, baby boy.
Better now.
It looks nice and green where you are in your background. I haven't seen this setup from behind. It looks very nice.
This is a new apartment. I'm actually still setting up. Yeah, and I don't have like the buildings in the back like as I had before. I just have like the nature.
Yeah, man. So you've moved away. You've moved.
Yeah, I moved.
Where you? Nice, man. Awesome. Yeah, it looks nice. Looks fresh air, clean.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Now I feel like I'm connected to the nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
I'm a green guy.
It's gotta be done. Ferdy, what about you? Which city are you closest to in South Africa?
Well, so I'm in, guys, just checking, is my audio working right now? Yeah, so I'm here in the capital of South Africa, Pretoria, like the greatest city on the planet. It's,
nice.
Maybe not the greatest, but like you can see, I've got this beautiful wall behind me. I don't have the aesthetic view of Angel and Ken, but this trusted wall behind me, it serves me well, especially in the background.
No,
but yeah, it's a beautiful country. It's quite green as well as here as well. Guys, I wanted to run this past you. Obviously, we've seen equities take a bit of a roll over the past few weeks, and we had a look at the AI trade and something that I read on X earlier this year. And it was kind of like I developed this thesis, and I want to run it past you guys. So obviously with AI, like you have NVIDIA's and all the adjacent companies, but when it comes to the manufacturing of these data centers, a lot of people tend to forget what you need for that. And minerals, actually, copper being one of them. And I was wondering if we could take a quick look at the copper charts.
Yeah, man. Which chart? Sorry, the
copper.
Copper.
I'll send it to you. Let me just find it on trading.
Quickly. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Alice was a
copper.
Zero. Let me find copper here quickly.
Oh, copper! Sorry.
Copper, yes.
Sorry,
Copper.
I wasn't hearing it right. Okay.
Copper.
Let's check out.
That's HG on futures.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up to CFD.
HG. Copper futures. Let me see that.
Yeah, copper's super bullish.
It looks great, right?
Looks like Bitcoin 2020 though.
I mean, ultimately, if you want to, sorry, Angel, if you want to express a bit of a bullish view and like you don't want to take a directional bet on one of the AI companies or one of the ETFs, you start looking at the underlying materials and copper. Like demand is absolutely insane. This chart is beautiful. I mean, we had this massive commodities run earlier this year. I think it was like late Feb, March. Platinum, gold, silver, and then another one, but kind of like flew a little bit under the radar. Uranium, not a bad thing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about actually uranium as well. Yeah, copper 100%.
Dr. Copper.
Yeah, like what's that? Sorry, Betty?
No, I'm just seeing the comment. Bushido is hitting us with a Dr. Copper bill. I actually like that name.
Dr. Copper. Yeah. Guys, yeah. So with copper, it's a great time for copper because obviously not financial advice, but like obviously all the electric, the EVs, the electrical vehicles that are being used. Obviously, copper is used there as structure to build those. AI, as you noted, 30 AI data centers leveraging obviously copper. So yeah, man, I think it's almost one-way traffic for copper unless something happens. And I know there's a lot of mining disruptions actually as well for a lot of major global mines in like Chile and stuff I was reading before. So yeah, copper's bullish. I said this before when we had this big gold rush, copper wasn't moving a while ago, and I was like, man, at some point this has got to go clear. Surely it's a great, and it looks. I mean, there's no reason as to why this can't be heading freaking to God knows, but like to the moon. Copper could be like a meme, a meme stock. Like what, silver was moving like meme, and it's
I found the meme one, like gold is kind of like Bitcoin, and then silver is like the Ethereum. But if you really want to see some aggressive moves, you should be looking at platinum. Platinum moves
platinum
quickly.
As well, yeah.
Very sexy. Like it really moves quickly.
Yeah, platinum.
My guy just bringing the exotics.
Yeah. Fair. I was watching for these potential Euro shorts, but like, let me just see what's going on here. No. Okay, this 1 hour is still bullish. I think we could probably come up and try and take out that high of this candle. But I was just looking because dollar at the moment still structurally on the 4 hour. So we've got these high, low. Just watching for this. If this higher low holds, potentially look at some flip side shorts to euro, but in the rejection this area. But that 1 hour throws me off a little bit. I feel like we could fill that, take out that high, maybe grab some liquidity in this region here. So I'm just watching at the moment, maybe we can get some equal highs. So come up, equal highs there, and then back down to this area of liquidity, this neckline at 114. So that's what I'll potentially look out for. If we can come up here, I'll look at those, executing those shorts, guys. Angel, what were you saying about promotions at the moment? Is anything going on or running out soon?
We do actually. We actually do. I'm going to show you guys actually.
Yeah, baby.
The EA markets. Build the challenge. we do have, guys, 25% off on everything. EA Pro, EA One, EA Signature. We have beautiful prices right here. Right? It's the time to get it. But if you're interested in trading futures, right? We have 40% off on the EA0 accounts. Yeah, with code EA, you can find the code in the description, and you can actually see the code on the stream background as well. That's the promotions that we're running at this time, and we don't know if they're gonna be here at the end of the month, at the end of this month. So if you're looking to get an account, this is the time. This is the time. So go to the website, check out the rules, see which account actually fits your trading plan, which account actually fits your criteria, and then you go ahead and get the one you want to get. Code EA in the description.
Yeah, baby. I was talking to someone today, just what's a friend of mine in my community, and I was just reinforcing, like, it just reminded me now, like when you think about EA, obviously we produced. Well, I say we did really. I like that EA will take some credit for it, but obviously Tom, who's obviously the record payout holder, right? When you look at, I was just speaking about some of his stats to someone in my community, and just how obviously he went through the EA ecosystem, came into the EA ecosystem in sort of 2021 time, and obviously went through the failures, from the challenges, the challenge accounts, and then got onto the simulated funding, and then obviously he gradually started building up his payouts, the rewards, and then they started getting larger and larger as he became more confident in his edge. And it just a reminder that if obviously you're in the right environment, trading with a reputable firm, but then also just continue to allow your edge to play out and having faith in your data. Like Tom obsessed over his data. When I sat down with him, he was super obsessed over his data. Any times that he's obviously facing drawdown or a losing streak, he would constantly pull out, his notes. He'd have like a notebook with all like charts screenshotted in there, and he'd always walk around his room, check back at the data, because the data was the edge. And that was just like a habit that he reinforced just to keep, because obviously this, what I'm slapping here at your head is like the most important part of trading, and these habits that he was doing was just ingraining, keeping his mind in the right frame, and not going left. When I say left is, I was speaking about this before on a video, and how turning left is being normal, being human. And as a human, we want to be egotistical, we want to get our money back, we want to make more, but it's not don't be human, but it's do the things that are going to control as best as possible from you being human when it comes to trading, like having shit locked down. So my point was, Tom did these things. He obsessed over his data. He obsessed over how he dealt, how he felt in terms of his mind. All these things you need to be doing. It's not let me go out, get drunk, or let me go out and party, or let me go out and do this, have a late night, and then come to my screens, and then I'm fresh. I can trade whatever myself. No. You have to look after yourself. You have to look after your mind. You have to do all these things. It's a lifestyle. Trading is a lifestyle. You have to live and breathe it. You can't just dabble in and out. No, none of that. You have to take this seriously if you want to make money. So anyway, rant over.
No, that was perfect. And actually, it requires a lot of skill set and mindset when you're in tough times, when you're losing, where you're not seeing the results that you want to see, when you see all the people on the social media getting payouts and posting about the payouts and posting this P&L on the calendars, and you're like, why I'm not improving? But that's not the case. And I think everyone, you should just keep on their own line, because this trading is lonely. It's you versus you. There's no one else, so it doesn't matter who's everyone else doing, how they're doing. If they're good, they're making money. If they're making payouts, it doesn't matter. You just need, when you see that, you just need to congratulate to the other people, cheer them, be happy for them, wish them the best, and just keep focused on your thing. That's the best way to deal with it.
Love that, bro.
The best deal to deal with it.
Definitely.
I also think with trading, people always speak about developing your edge, whether that's data or back testing. But I've also found knowing when to trade, identifying the proper and correct conditions. I see so many times in crypto when the market is just chopping, who the trader is. It could be a
Oof.
skilled, experienced trader, guys running big books, 1 million, 10 million, 100 million. If a market isn't there or the trades aren't there, like, just leave it, because you'll just ultimately get chopped up between these, like a 2% move to the upside on a 4-hour candle, and then 3% down, and then suddenly you see your account completely get blown up. But ultimately, if you zoom out over, let's say, a weekly time frame, like, the underlying asset probably didn't even move 1 or 2%, but you just got chopped up. So knowing, looking at your data is really good, but ultimately knowing, like, when to turn, or, like, I guess when to start aggressively positioning, like, that's also a very underrated skill, knowing when to deploy and when to absolutely stay out.
Facts. Yeah, love that.
And that's even harder with crypto, actually, because, well, I tried to trade crypto, like, with leverage, let's say, like, 3 to 4 months ago, and there were days like that thing barely moved.
See, the problem with crypto is that you also have, like, you've got the Asian trading session, then you've got the Euros, and then you've got New York. And the problem is that all of these cohorts or sessions, traders generally act quite differently. So we've had periods where Asia was leading the bid on Bitcoin. So you will see, like, when the Asian session opens, Bitcoin start appreciating. When EU opens, Bitcoin would kind of, like, flat. And as soon as New York open hits, like, the US would just start absolutely slamming the sell buttons. So that's the one problem you have with crypto, and also for the more risk inclined individuals out there trading altcoins. Not only you need to identify a proper setup, like, whether you're short or long, but you have to take into account a team could just tweet something, and then suddenly your short gets demolished, or, like, you might be in a fantastic long. No, absolutely, that happens. It's a very common thing. You might be in a fantastic long, and Bitcoin decides to dump $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 because when the official said, or Trump was announced, and meanwhile,
we lost you, barely. But we got the main point. And yeah, I've been there for, like, last week. I was in a trade, and in the middle of the trade, we had a beautiful tweet, and then that blasted me out of the trade. So we're actually living in crazy times. And I will say, as a beginner, if you're learning through these market conditions and this situation and the times that we're living right now, once it's gonna get easier. I don't think it's gonna get any harder than this right now. When you have tweets in the middle of your trading, when you have really, really weird price action, a lot of wicks, crazy moves, 1% to 2% moves on a daily basis. So that's something that you need to keep in mind as a beginner. If you're trading and you're learning through these conditions, it doesn't get harder than this.
Very true. Very true, Angel. These are very, very difficult times, and our times mold you, man. If we can make it out, if you can make it out, you'll be fine.
I will give it a try to this long right here, because I want to see previously high being swept. I just need a close above this gap. And I'm going to go low risk. I'm going to trade micros for the first time in a while since I'm doing the streams. Just because this is not the type of conditions that I want to be engaged with at all, with high risk. So let me just do... What? Okay, so let's do 4 micros right here. Do we have a solid close? We don't actually have a solid close to take this long right here. Waiting 1 more minute. Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. Just take it as motivation. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, it looks good, to be fair, Angel. It looks good. Like, we've obviously formed the high low, got a bit of a bullish flag, bullish channel that we're breaking out there. It looks quite nice. It looks quite tasty.
Yeah, let's see if we can have this straight out. I need a solid close out of this so I can actually go for it.
Yeah, it looks good, man.
So far, I don't love it. If they don't have like a beautiful close, then I'll just fade it for the moment. What I would love to see is a reaction out of that gap. and then we could do that movement higher, or we have a beautiful candle closure above this gap that actually tells me that we're gonna go higher. But so far it seems like we might chop here a little bit, and I want to be super patient to take any trades right here. Actually take something that screens my name, something that is telling me take me, angel. If not, then I'll just stay away.
Yeah, fair.
All right, guys, drop your question if you have some questions. Drop your question. We have Ferdi here. He's a hype merchant.
Yeah, guys, anything that you're looking at that you want us to break down?
Trade
or
crypto, ask Ken something.
Yeah, guys, anything crypto, I'm your guy.
Ken already dropped his macro sauce. We will have a wonderful guest today, which is Jacob Trades. You might know him from X. He's a great trader. He's from Canada.
Nice.
He's very young actually. He's like 23 and already got
wow,
$500,000 payouts from props. So it's gonna be an interesting session once he gets into the stage. You can get to ask him questions. What is the key and the secret to his success? Because I know everyone just works different. So yeah, it's gonna be very good. So far, waiting for gold to retrace into that 5-minute gap, and I might get engaged with. Yeah, I'm gonna slap a long on gold if I have that retracement into the 5-minute.
Interesting.
And I'm still waiting for the Nasdaq.
I'm gonna say you're brave, Angel. You're brave.
Why, sir? Why is that?
I think gold. When I look at, obviously, if I look at the spot price, I think we're going to be going into 4,200. It's just that we're up 2%, and it's just that we're so extended today. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. We actually came kind of higher because I longed. I'm gonna show you where I longed. Look at this. This is the long that I took during Asia.
Okay. Fair. Nice.
Don't stop placement right here because I was actually just aiming for this high, and it was just a 1-hour trade, and that thing just blast higher. Like, look at this though. Look at what I got. Look at the entire move. That's great.
Yeah, nice. Right, yeah, you could have really went to the bank.
Doesn't make any sense.
Right, you could have gone to the bank. You should just run it.
Guys, I was just talking about that atrocious price action. Angel, if you can just open up a Bitcoin chart quickly on the hourly, I want to show you something.
Bitcoin.
Have a look at the hourly. Look at that. It's like they're playing.
Yeah, this is a big range. I don't like this. I mean, all of this, it's a big range on the hourly. So we're accumulating to go somewhere, hopefully lower. That's what Ken will love to see, but I don't like this. Why are we just trending somewhere like lower or higher so we can actually take a chance out of this? But
really ugly.
I don't even know what are we doing at this point.
Yeah, I think obviously everyone's gone on holiday, so the volumes are lower, market participation's lower. So probably come September, maybe things will get a little bit more spicy, sexy again. Because it's not even just Bitcoin. There's a lot of I would usually dive into some of minor FX pairs as well, but they're just ranging a lot of range just across the board. I think everyone's gone away, waiting for FOMC, I guess, as well.
I just have a question there.
Do you like XRP? This is for you.
Oh yeah.
That's a good question. That's a good question because I thought like, let me tell you, 1 year ago I thought everything will just go to Gulag and we would just have XRP backed by
that's a good question, right? So I've done a lot of research over the past 5 years on XRP. So for any XRP fans there, just bear with me, right? So XRP is the biggest meme coin in the history of crypto. So what has been very successful when it comes to XRP is Brad Garlinghouse and the parent company Ripple that has issued XRP. Now, equity holders in Ripple, that's fantastic, right? If you were invested in Ripple since day one, you're Gucci today. However, with XRP, they always tout adoption and that the banks are using it. The banks might be using the underlying ledger technology, which is pretty fantastic. but there's no value accrual to the XRP token. So I mean, if you look at the current valuation, you have to ask yourself this right now, because people would say XRP is cheap. So let's define cheap quickly for a second, and let's look at a few companies here. So let's look at XRP, guys. Is my audio still decent?
Yeah, you're all good.
Okay, so have a look
you're
at
good.
XRP here. And we look at the fully diluted valuation of $114 billion, right? $114 billion. So to give you a bit of a comparison, let's have a look at, say, JP Morgan as an example. JP Morgan is a little bit bigger, but let me just take a few examples. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is that if you look at XRP and the market cap, and you compare to some of the leading companies in the S&P 500 on the UK stock market or any stock market globally, like, why would I be buying an asset at a $114 billion valuation that is trading like a meme coin? It has no underlying value. It has no utility. If you are looking to invest in crypto, and again, that's my advice, you need to start taking the following framework. Cycles, it was all about like in the ideology, Cardano is going to go to $1 trillion. Also, Cardano is going to zero. Make no anyone looking at that, right? All of those are going to zero. So you have to ask yourself, when I'm
We lost you, Ferdy. We lost you, brother.
okay,
we
but
had you. When you speak too fast, your mic cannot catch up with you. I think that's what's happening.
I got you. Okay. And what about now? Is it better now?
Better. Now you're back.
Okay, I'll slow it down a bit. I'll slow down a bit here. So the problem with XRP is ultimately that it's snake oil. It has no adoption. It has a rabid, I guess, in all due respect, cult-like following, which has allowed it to survive multiple cycles. But ultimately, what we've seen in the crypto space right now is that investors are transitioning to tokens where there is value accrual. The money and revenue are actually going back into the protocol, because if I'm looking to buy at $100 billion, and you can actually look at the revenue. But...
He's
gone.
He's gone.
You're gone, Ferdy.
Okay, but
I'm sorry,
I don't like XRP, but what I do like is Hyperliquid. I do believe you can buy Bitcoin a bit later, but XRP is absolutely going to zero. Make no mistake about that. Make no mistake. It is going to zero.
Really nice take. Like that. There's a good, interesting to hear, man.
Thanks, guys. No, I appreciate it. Zero. Like, I just want to make that very, I just need to make that very clear. It's going to absolute zero. And
let me wipe my tears thinking on my XRP portfolio real quick.
No, I just have a question, one more question. I know I'm quite passionate about this, but ultimately you want to invest in something that generates revenue, right?
Yeah.
That's correct.
100%.
So if a company is valued at $141 billion, right? And we can have a look at what XRP's revenue is right now. The data is publicly verifiable. You can have a look at it. Let me show you on this website. Okay, I'm going to really show you something cool right now. Let's see, revenue. Oh, okay, guys, have a look at this, and then I'll leave it over to the experts.
All right. Let's have a...
All right, sir. All right.
Okay, so let's have a look at the XRP ledger.
I can't see. We can't see
your
screen.
Okay, now we can. Hold on. Okay, now we can.
So, guys, can you tell me what the chain revenue is there for XRP? Past 24 hours. What is that?
$322.
$322. Okay, so let's annualize that. 322 multiplied by 30, that gives us 9K, 990. So it's $108,000 worth of revenue that XRP is actually generating. So if I come to you, Ken Angel, and I'm like, guys, I want to sell you my company that's valued at $141 billion, but it's only generating $108,000 worth of revenue. Is that a good buy at $141 billion? Is that a good buy? I don't think so. Again, it's going to zero, guys. But yeah, I'll leave it over to you.
Again, it's going to zero, guys. Let me tell you. That
was heat.
Oh my God! Don't tell me it's really going to zero.
No, it's absolutely going to zero. Make no mistake.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Loki, it's a pleasure, bro. Like, if I can save any soul out there from looking at XRP, please don't. Save yourself, man. Please.
Man,
That's a good
he's
take.
Savage. He's
Yeah,
a savage.
All right, guys. I didn't want to interrupt Verdi. I had a
Yes,
break
you.
even. I just had a break even trying to long the NQ. You can see the entry here at 50, close it at 75. So that's a break even for me. I wanted to see the longs out of the 15-minute. A gap here. We have this gap on the 15-minute. All right. I saw the reaction. I tried to take a long, but after this candle, I really wanted to see a displacement higher, right? We didn't have that, so I just went break even because I knew we might need a bigger retracement. And we have this 15-minute, but we also have a lower 15-minute, right? Which is this one. And I think we could feel that first, maybe before going higher. Because if we use a FIBO from here to here, discount is on the lower part, right? So that actually makes me kind of like going on a break even quicker than before. So now I'm just waiting. I'm just gonna wait. Gold. I mean, actually Ken had a good point because I wanted to go long on gold right now. But if you actually look at this deviation session, we already ripped higher a lot. So you can expect New Year's session just to keep ripping out of nowhere. We might have to accumulate a little bit and and had some choppiness. So I guess I'm going to wait for a deeper retracement because if you look at this hourly time frame, we're setting up a new gap. And the next hour, which is 11 a.m. and 30 minutes, that's going to be once the guest comes into the stage. The next hourly candle, based on this close, can easily rebalance lower, right? So there's no point for me to look for a long here on a lower time frame after this structure. If you look at this, we can easily accumulate on this range until Asia again, right? So that's it's a stay away for me. And same thing with the Nasdaq. Yeah. Same thing with the Nasdaq. So this might be that kind of stream that I didn't want to have never, but I think it's gonna start happening when there's no trading. That like there's not good trades to take, and we have to sit here, and you guys need to just listen.
Guys, before I jump off, I actually wanted to hear your insights. So I was watching this video on YouTube last night about the Korean stock market implosion, like having run like I think it was like 220% this year. You guys want to see like your take on the cost because I saw this crazy stuff about like 1 out of every 3 investors were liquidated.
Like,
absolutely insane with these memory stocks, and like people were going hard on the leverage. So, I mean, with Korea, the concentration risk is 2 companies, SK Hynix as well as Samsung, comprise 52% of a Kospi. So if those guys go down, the index goes down. So I'm looking at like, I'm still long-term bullish Korea, but I would like to know your guys' insight on the chart. Like, where would you be a buyer of a Kospi right now? Okay, and Angel, please bring the heat.
Kospi, bro. Personally, I wouldn't try and catch a falling knife. I think this is bro, I don't know. I don't know. I just know that this is a falling knife right now. I wouldn't go near it. You know, I wouldn't go near it with a barge pole. I think this has probably got a little bit more to go to the downside, especially with everything that's going on right now in terms of the war. And it was just overinflated. You know, all these valuations of these AI companies were just largely over. You know, they were baseless almost. You know, so I think there's a lot of unwinding still, more to come. Like the pump was huge, like it's just one directional, and obviously, this mass liquidation. I still think there's more on its way. I don't know. I'm bearish. I personally wouldn't be getting in anytime soon. You know, until there's some stability.
All right, got you. Thanks.
It will obviously. Don't get me wrong. This is not doom and gloom forever. You know, but I still think there's more to come. You know, I think.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean. if you look at, you know, the Kospi and like some of these companies like Micron, like not Micron, what was it, SK Hynix, I think it probably did like 1,000% over the past 12 months. Like if you're actually like, yeah, I mean, like if you're buying at 1,000% up, like, I mean, you can expect it to hold up. But what is crazy about the Kospi is the underlying volatility in terms of the circuit breakers. Like, I mean, you could be longing the Kospi on a morning when Asia opens, and you might be down 6-8% a few hours. Very common. Like, the Koreans don't play around, man. They don't play around.
Yeah, it's insane, my man.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. All right, guys, you that are watching the stream on X, please head over to YouTube, because this is where you will have the full experience with us. On the YouTube, if you want to participate on the giveaway, if you want to have a date with Ken Baby Boy, if you want to keep showing up on our streams, you need to head over to YouTube, or you won't be able to do it. YouTube is the right way, the right source to do it. All right?
Yep.
I know you guys are on X, but we need you to be here. We need you to hit the like button, because we have only 16 likes on the YouTube channel, so we need more likes on this stream if you want to run a giveaway. So if you want to be on the giveaway, if you want that giveaway to be run and you're watching right now, please head over to YouTube and hit that like button. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Neon Spark, I'm just going to answer your question quickly. So Neon Spark in the chat said, hey, Ken, I have a question for you. Obviously, we're still in geopolitical risk environment with US and Iran war being escalated. Is there a reason why VIX is going down and stocks are climbing? I mean, look, to be honest with you, bro, like stocks will like the default, look, just so you know, right? The default mode of markets is always risk on. That's their default. You know, people want to take on risks. Humans want to take on risks. We want to buy riskier assets so that we can try and get a greater return. So it's always a default. Now, stocks will always, generally speaking, will be delusional. There is always hope driving stocks, driving the price, driving valuation to the upside. There's always hope that something good's going to happen, whether it be rate hikes aren't coming, whether it be peace in the Middle East, until something crushes that delusion, you know, reality. So I think like stocks at the moment are just holding ground in optimism. Like, you know, Trump saying Iran wants a deal badly. It's the same thing, but it's almost like they're dumb fucks as well in some sense, because, you know, we've seen the same narrative playing out over and over and over again, like delusion, markets being delusional and then being hit with reality. Like, how many times do they need that? So it's just a default thing for stocks to be risk on until something crushes that reality. And I think maybe next week, as I say, the FOMC will be that reality check where Walsh comes out and he's like, look, you're not getting rate cuts. We're actually going to be hiking rates. You never know, they may surprise. I think they could surprise. So yeah, man, I think it's just delusional optimism right now until that's crushed. So yeah, man, I'm still looking for, you know, continuation to the downside for stocks. I'm looking for the upside for dollar, but it's just freaking hand sitting, man. It's hand sitting.
Thanks. Yeah, we have a fun. Ken, this is your fan. Can I watch your video on what USD and current macro conditions? Thanks for the knowledge shared. For someone who know little about fundamentals, you really broke it down well for me.
Good, man. That's what we try. That's what we try and do, baby. I did a video on Instagram and I had quite a lot of people messaging me on the back of it, and it's like, you know, everything. Whether you want to integrate macros or fundamentals into your trading, but you need to at least be aware of them in your life. Like, everything is macro, everything is the economy. You know, as I said, like, when you're filling up your tank, that's you're exposed to oil, you're exposed to the oil conditions. So it's very important that you know what's going on, you know, in the oil market right now. We've obviously got a war position. It's when we're in this central bank hiking cycle. What does that mean for you? That means my rent's potentially going to go up, or your mortgage rates if you're on a variable mortgage. Is this a good time to buy? Is this a good time to sell? Like, it's just being literate, economically and financially literate in all parts of your life. It helps. Like, it massively helps me. You know, and I help other people as well, you know, family and friends, you know, so it's invaluable knowledge, you know, whether you use it in your trading or not. But, you know, otherwise, as I said as well, like, the funny thing is, you have pensions, right? With your, I think in America it's called 401ks or whatever. And here in UK, we've got various pensions. But like, these pensions are being traded by people, you know, that just that you've never met, you don't know, and like it's very important that you have that level of knowledge of what's going on, you know. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
I was looking at those Euro shorts, but they're not doing it for me right now, annoyingly. I don't think we're going to get it today. It's 3:30. I think tomorrow, as Neon Spark said as well, that position could come into play. Euro dollar shorts. Nice structure still is bearish, but it's just chop, man. Chop and non-commitment. I still think dollar could drive higher today, though. Still think we could drive higher today. We've got this higher low still over the Dixie. Yeah, man. Hey, Angel, you in a trade?
No. If I'm gonna trade, you'll see like the P&L numbers running right here. I want to see if that long is actually interesting to me. It's because we have the close right here, but I don't know. I don't love it. Still, it's not convincing me to take anything yet. So kind of hard, but we can go over just.
Can I share my screen a minute? Yeah. So guys, obviously, let me tell you something, right? I had a question on X the other day. I'm going to look at some potential oil trades tomorrow, but listen, I had a question on X, or someone saying that, you know, this oil move is priced in, and I you know, people throwing around the priced in too much, and it drives me insane, right? And obviously, this is an example of things not being priced in. You can't say this is priced in. It's what I mean. It goes back to economics. If there's a chokehold on oil and there isn't enough oil coming into our economy or flowing through the freaking world, you can't say it's priced in. If there's a lack of oil, what do you think prices are going to do? They're going to go up. There can't be price in. It's just a macro. So macro is going to happen. If there's less supply of something, the price is going to rise. So it's not priced in. This could just go on as long as, like, the supply could just keep reducing and just remain on hold until a hole is filled. So anyway, just on my point on oil, like structurally, obviously I'm not looking to jump in now because we're in premium territory. What's key is that we've broken back above this area of liquidity here, you know, where this was the gateway before to obviously those highs that we saw in the highest level that we saw in like 4 years or so, whenever it was, these highs. Yeah. Since 2022, 4 years. So I think what I'm watching now on the 4 hour, we've had this higher high. I'm just watching this pullback, similar to what we did here, right? Where we had this area of liquidity, these highs, breakout, retest, we swept the liquidity, then we carried on. I think we'll get a potential similar thing here. I'm just watching this at the moment, maybe just a retest, higher low, sweep some liquidity just above this, the upper part of this range, and then we go and push to the upside. So I'm going to watch at those potential longs. As I say, similar setup to this, but down here, this area here, $84, and then a re-push to the upside, higher low, higher high. So I'm going to look at those just while the macros remaining intact, and while obviously the technicals make sense there as well for oil. So a continuation to the upside. I think we're only at Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, more buying. You know, there's no signs of things slowing down right now. If US and Iran, we'll probably wake up and see more strikes. Trump's threatening to destroy Iranian bridges and power plants as well, which would be a big move. That would be big escalation, and obviously Iran would not be happy about that, of course. So there's no signs of this slowing down, guys. So keep an eye on this overnight as well.
Okay, Angel, just before I jump off the stream, we've got a good question here from Octane9999. What's your bias on indices fundamentally? I'd love to hear what your biases are, because I have some one final comment I would like to drop for the audience here.
Yeah, man, I'd be interested to see what you got to say, Ferdy. I mean, I gave my view. I think I said on indices, I think we're going to, you know, this is going to be heading to the downside. Where what's in play at the moment is activation slow bleed. You know, when markets crash, it's not like an instant crash. It's a slow bleed, and I think we're getting this slow bleed in correction for Nasdaq and for all stocks. I think that's going to come into play. Obviously, we saw what happened with the Kospi, all these you know, margin calls and liquidations, and I think the same thing's going to happen here in the States as well, with rates going up, with fears of stagflation. So yeah, my view is that we're going to have a correction, and then that's going to present potential opportunities. And it's even possible, I don't want to go into this now because otherwise I'll talk for another hour, but it's even possible what could happen is where we get this potential situation where the economies are slowing down, and then we've got stagflation, maybe like the Fed has to quickly maneuver again, and then we start cutting rates, and then we're looking at times of quantitative easing. Like, this is, guys, anyway, so near-term downside, potential big upside to come for stocks down the line, maybe in 2027, not now.
All right, got you, man.
Opinion.
Thanks.
Not advice.
No, I got you.
Well, what were you going to say, Ferdy?
I mean, yeah, I just wanted to, like, And this is maybe a bit of a more high time frame overview. And I know this is a trading based channel, but something that I've seen, especially on X and from macro commentators or FinTwit commentators, is that there's been this obsession from people trying to call the top on the indices, especially in NASDAQ and the S&P 500. I'll take you back, I think it was about a year or so ago, when maybe not the AI boom started, but there was this Chinese competitor, I believe it was actually they came up with the news that, look, it won't be as GPU dependent to run it, like, it was more software dependent. And then people started panicking, and they were like, look, but if it's possible to produce these models without being so GPU dependent, it probably brings in the valuation of Nvidia into question. And Nvidia had like a massive intraday swing. I think it dropped like, I'm just speaking on a correction, I think it dropped like maybe 10% of a day and then pulled back up. And ultimately, if you look at over the past year, when it came to all these drops, whether it be the announcement of tariffs on China or the Liberation Day, all of that, if you zoom out, these indices pretty much go up only over a period of time. And as Ken said, your markets are looking for that risk on mode. Like, markets generally do go up from an investment perspective. If you are bullish on the US or bullish on companies based in the US, like directionally expressing that general investor over a period of time, say 10, 15, 20 years, I don't think it's ever wrong. Looking on the asset.
I'm sorry, Freddie, but I cannot hear you, brother. Can you?
Guys, I'll get a new mic.
Yeah, you need a new mic 100%.
Definitely, man. It's a shame because you're dropping fire, man, and a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, that's 100%.
Thanks, guys.
100%. It's interesting. That's 100%. I will love to hear more about what you have for us.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, guys.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna have to join off, like jump off. I have a few things to do on this side. Back to my actual day job. And
fair, man.
Thanks for joining us, brother.
The boss is asking what's up. What am I doing? Cheers, guys. All right, bye.
All right, mate.
Sweet Fernandinho. See you later, sir.
Take care.
Here she goes. Yeah, so just quickly, Angel, someone just asked me in the chat.
Yeah, you know what's funny? The guys send questions to you that are actually really, really complex, like really good questions for you.
Yeah, man. These are great.
Ahead. Yeah,
I'm loving these questions, guys. This is what I want. I love that macro enthusiasm, baby. It turns me on. Anyway, I won't get that far, guys. But yeah, man, listen, someone asking about New Zealand. So obviously this 2 days ago, we had the New Zealand CPI data. Okay, so inflation's creeping up, guys, right? Look, it's creeping up. And this was quite substantially higher from the previous. Look, previous was 0.9, actual 1.5, higher than expected 1.4. Now, this comes, and it's very, very important because this comes after we had the RBNZ. So let's just bring this up. The RBNZ rate decision where they hiked rates by 25 basis points. So rates went up, which is bullish for NZD, right? If rates are going up, the yield's going up, it attracts foreign investment coming in because people could get more higher rates. So that's bullish. Now, the fact that since this, and they left the door open to the potential of more rate hikes, inflation's gone up. So if inflation's creeping up again, and quite substantially, these guys, markets are going to start thinking, okay, these guys need to hike rates again. So if we jump over to NZD, let's look at some NZD pairs. For example, maybe Euro NZD. I was looking at the idea, to be fair, of this. So look, we already missed this trade up here. This is gone. So we've obviously, this was the downside here was obviously on the RBNZ rate hike and the bullishness there. Euro NZD, I'd say an element of caution because we're at a very key area here at 195. If you look on the monthly as well, it's big. It's going to take something to break this to the downside. And obviously, ultimately, structure is still higher, right? We're still debatably at this higher low on the monthly where we could drive to the upside. So that one there is not the most attractive for me. What I like the look of, guys, is Aussie NZD. This monthly, at the moment, the way it's this movement here, I know we're obviously in a monthly range, but this sort of price action screams just rollover to me. It's a bit more rollover, whereas that Euro NZD, it looks like potential pullback consolidation subject to like breaking out. But this Aussie NZD looks like it wants to roll over. So I'm monitoring this at the moment. On the weekly, what we had is why this is significant as well, guys. Sorry, I'm going to go off on one a little bit quickly here. But why Aussie dollar NZD is significant is because when you look, there's a bit of a narrowing of the divergence. Narrowing, not expanding, narrowing. So if you look at AUD, CPI, inflation has been coming down. Look. So inflation's going up in New Zealand. It's coming down in Australia. Now, during this up period in Australia here, AUD, they started hiking rates in Australia. Rates were going up, but now they're going to stop going up because inflation's coming down. They're doing their job. But we're seeing the flip side in New Zealand. Do you understand? So where before AUD had this edge over NZD, this NZD down here, this AUD up here, that edge is narrowing. AUD's coming down, NZD's coming up. So that divergence is shrinking. So that's why I like AUD NZD right now. We had a head and shoulders here, a bit of an incline head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, this right shoulder. We had a break of that structure there, right, where we're grinding to the upside. And now we've got a potential pullback and retest. I'm keeping an eye on this. I was hoping we were going to get up to 2050, and we might still. We're 25 pips away. And I wanted it before because we've got this data here where we could move. So tonight, we've got Australian labour market data. Now, when you look at the previous one, I think we've been climbing up the unemployment rate. Let's see. Yeah, the unemployment rate's been grinding higher. Look, from 4.1, 4.3, 4.5. I know we ticked lower there, but it could tick higher again today. So overnight rather. And look, the jobs added has been a bit rough. Jobs lost here, but then jobs added and then removed. The previous was rise lower. So anyway, data's cooling in Australia. So if these numbers cool, you can expect markets thinking that's deflationary. So if anything, we'll get lower inflation again. If there's less people working, less people spending. So yeah, I was hoping to see a retest of this area here, this 120, 50, 60, retest of that neckline. What would be a potential neckline there, and then rejection. But we might not get up to there ahead of data. I was hoping it would happen before the data. And obviously structure remain intact, but let's see. But I like the idea of shorts here. If I don't get the entry here, then a break here, drop, and then next area of liquidity 117. When you look left, that's the next major area. I mean, I've done these zones for a while, so it would be down there at 117. So if I don't get the entry up here, then a case of waiting breakdown of this area here, 119.50, and then the 200 pip grind. And the thing is, what I like about AUD NZD, when it moves really nicely. Look at this. This was beautiful. We capitalized on this before, but look at that. It's beautiful. Really nice slow grind. So yeah, that's what I'll watch there for AUD NZD. That's on the watch list. Someone's asking about NU. I don't like NU. The reason being is because I'm still dollar bullish. Okay, I'm still dollar bullish right now. So I can't really take a bias on this, my man or my lady. Low-key.
My man, oh my lady, low key. Oh my god, brother, you're hilarious.
Yeah. Anything else on your side, Angel?
Not really. But do you think like when AU like Aussie dollar is going higher, and like that one is going higher at the same time, right? They're kind of like correlated. So
yeah, that's right. That's correct. They're like cousins.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I will say that's 100% the thing there.
Yeah. We're missing Baby Joel today. I'm missing giving him some digs.
Yeah, where is he though?
Baby Joel's busy today. He's got a lot of editing and stuff to do.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Let me just see what's going on here. US. Wow, look at these guys. Look at yields. Yields are ripping it. Absolutely ripping it higher. It's crazy. I mean, we expected this, man. Yields going higher. Dollar's got to follow. In this consolidation, as I said, I think we're going to have an explosive end to July. Guys, I really do. Angel, baby boy, what are we saying? Are we going to be covering FOMC or what? What do you reckon?
Yeah, let's do it. 100%. Let's do it like the conference, and then we can trade at 2:30. I agree. That's a must. That's 100% a must. Yeah, let's do it.
I think we should.
Next week, right? That's next week.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah, let's do it.
Next week, sir.
I do agree. All right. The host, the guest, because we're the host. The guest should be here in any minute. I just sent him the link. So I'm just gonna wait for him. You can wait for sure.
So, guys, I'll be honest. There's a question in the chat regarding, and I won't try and talk bollocks, but yeah, I saw that the US Saudi Arabia nuclear power 30-year deal, would it impact the US economy? I don't know enough about it right now. I need to have a little bit more read into it. It's actually on my list. It's on my list of reading to do tonight. So I'll check that out and I'll feed it back tomorrow. I can't imagine it I don't know. I'll have to come back to you on an informed answer. I'm uninformed right now. Ken Boss, I see there's too many articles saying tariffs are coming in again, please. Yeah, but this was some drug-related tariffs. I mean, Trump and Canada, he slapped on 50% on Canada. It's just, markets are not interested at this moment in time. And I would say, usually that obviously previously we saw these tariffs had a massive impact on dollar CAD, on CAD, but it's being offset. The CAD weakness is being offset by oil prices because oil's riding, so that's bullish for CAD. But usually that would be negative for the Canadian economy. But maybe markets just taking it with a pinch of salt because it's man, we've had these tariffs before. Then we've had them shaking hands and agreeing a deal. It's it's old news. Markets are unfazed by it. But obviously tariffs are inflationary as well. This is one of the reasons why inflation's high in the United States, because of freaking tariffs. So don't lose sight of the fact that it's going to be negative overall, or bullish for inflation being heading to the upside. And then what does that mean? What's the inflation trade? But right now, in terms of having an impact on Canada, I don't think it's a big deal. There's also a 200% tariff on imported generic drugs. Again, I don't know too much about that right now. I need to have a look. But I think what that move is from Trump is so that drugs instead are manufactured in the United States. He wants everything to be manufactured in the US. All these tariffs are Trump wants more power for America, basically. He wants more manufacturing happening in the US as opposed to elsewhere. But the generic medicines, I don't know specifically what that is. Yeah.
And why do traders only do E or dollar and pound dollar when there's much better pairs to trade with, a better price action?
Is that a question?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Question.
Because you have to remember, right? EU specifically is the most liquid pair. It's where all the bulk of the volume is at, and it's clean. It's very clean price action. It makes sense when there's fundamentals in play. It makes sense. This has obviously been trending really nicely to the downside because it's clean. There's other pairs, for example, if you look at NZD, all right, in that trend to the downside, it may not be as clean. It's more liquid. Euro's more liquid than dollar. It's more exchange. That's where all the volume happens, basically. Sorry, and to answer your question. And GBP as well. I mean, GBP is a bit more wild. This moves aggressively when it moves. What do you mean? Better pairs to trade with better price action? What would you?
Especially if you trade London session, I will say if you're trading the pound dollar during the London session, that's a wild horse. That's a crazy one to trade.
Yeah, definitely. I think you have to trade pairs that make sense to your session as well. You wouldn't be trading euro and pound through Asia because there's no volume there.
Yeah.
All the volume happens in London. That's why you see we get these, at the London Open, we get these expansionary moves. And then, the sweeps, expansionary move. And then, we get the sweep. This is always London, generally speaking, where all that volatility's at. It's London pricing. So it's because that's where the volume happens. Europe and UK wake up. Just same thing with dollar CAD, right? Where we get this pickup of volume through, through the North American Opens, where all the volume tends to happen anyway. So just trade relative to your session as well, to where you're based. I think makes the most sense as well, where you're going to be active within anyway. Fundamentally better pairs to trade. At the moment, I just don't see that. There's a lot of ranging going on. When I was looking, I like to find divergences. In minor FX, But when you look at minor effects, we just go on a naked chart. There's like a lot of ugly price action right now. Like look at GP Swiss. I mean, it's trending to the upside. Dollar CAD, like awful range. NZD CAD, I guess that's been trending to the upside. But yeah, there's not been some of the sexiest price action for me in a little while on some of these minor effects pairs. But they're moving choppy a little bit at the moment. I'm waiting for, I think, September, where volume will just pick up some pace, or maybe just post FOMC. Let's see.
Maybe we will see something better at FOMC or even after FOMC. Maybe that the week after should get better for sure.
Oh man, someone saying GP CAD. Man, GP CAD. I personally just don't like trading that. I don't like trading GP CAD. Look at the monthly. We only just broke out of a range recently. You see this range? I mean, we've arguably haven't really even broken it yet. Like you see this range, we were capped from 2025. We've only just had this big bullish candlestick, and now, we could slip back within. Structure to the upside though. High, low. Obviously CAD, the thing is this could force back into this range because of the strength that we're seeing in oil. This could just drop back in this range and it's just be a bit of a fake out. So far, reversal candlestick validation below. This could just slip back in. Oil prices are rising. So yeah, talking about oil, as I say, I'm going to be looking at those longs tomorrow. I'm waiting for this pullback into here, 85, 84.50, and look at those longs. Yeah, man.
Makes sense. I like it. I need to start learning how to trade the oil so I can take actually advantage for it. But
oil is, I mean, at the moment it's a freaking crazy beast. Obviously it's a crazy beast, but one thing that I've noticed with oil, I spoke about this before, is that if you observe, and I did do some back testing on this but not enough, but again, when we're like similar to EU, GU, when we're trending, the Asian range is it makes sense. Like we get these sweeps of liquidity and continuation, sweep of liquidity and continuation, Like generally speaking, you get that with the Asian sweep of liquidity, continuation. So in the trending markets, it's worth like looking at this. So maybe same sort of thing potentially tomorrow we could see. It would be nice to get that sweep and a continuation. But yeah, oil is a different beast. Obviously, it's a different beast. Yeah, man.
Yeah, just a different type of trading, I think.
Loki's asking if you trade US 30.
I used to trade and try to take more trades from the YM, but it's just I'd rather just stick to watch ES and NQ because they're easier to trade, I'll say. So I'm not trading them anymore as of now. But sometimes I can look at the three of them just to have an idea to what we're doing and look for divergence and confluences. But I'm not trading the US 30 right now.
Fair play.
Yeah. CJ, CAD, JPY. I can remember back in my old Forex days, I used to trade CAD, JPY. Oh my God. What an awful pair to trade. I'm not going to lie.
Bro, it's having PTSD. You get flashbacks.
NCD. Awful pair to trade. AJPY, kind of like when it's trending, it's cool. I don't know. The Swissy JPY, oh my God. Brother, come on.
Swissy, yeah. Bro's having all sorts of nightmares awake right now. Flashbacks, aren't you, Angel?
Yeah, hard times. I'm not gonna lie, hard times. When I was just trying to pass e-balls with Forex, and it was like I had to trade. There was no trade. There was no setup on the pairs that I was trading, so I just started to look at every single order pair to find something that makes sense. Which that's the issue there.
Yeah,
that's really the issue because you don't need more pairs. You need your setup to show up on where you're trading the most.
Exactly.
Right? So yeah.
Agreed. And you'll find, when you find, I mean, people have different views. Initially, I'm down for, focusing on one or two pairs, one or two assets initially, just so that you can really understand it. Because there'll be things that will happen, you know, not every day, but there'll be things that happen frequently in terms of the way in which the price moves that you'll be able to see. And you're like, yes, I've seen this so many times, but that may happen here in this particular asset, but it won't happen in another asset. And you might not notice that in other assets because you haven't studied it enough. You know, when you start seeing these moves, like for example, that what I see there in EU and GU, when we get those sweeps of liquidity Asia range, you know, I've seen that play out and what I'm looking for in terms of candlestick behavior so many times, you know, that it's almost second nature. But then there's times when, you know, your asset may be freaking ranging for weeks, you know, weeks, and you're just on the sidelines. So that's where sometimes for me, like, that comes into play where I'll look at something else, you know, because I understand it, you know, but I've been doing that long enough to understand it, you know, but anyway, obviously people will have different views on that.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, no, that's fair. That's solid.
Yeah. But yeah, CAD yen, oil drives CAD yen. Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, CAD. This looks bullish. A lot of the yen pairs look bullish. CAD yen looks like it wants to rip it high. We still got highs to print this week. You know, take out last week's high. We haven't taken out that high yet, have we? Looks like we're going to go and engulf that. Same with GBP/JPY as well. This looks really nice. It's just a matter of time. We've had a breakout and retest here at GJ. The 4 hour looks good, but we need to break above this where we're respecting this trend line, basically. We're respecting this structure right now, this pullback structure with the lower highs, lower lows. But maybe, you know, we're going to defend here. Look, we failed to print new lows there. So watching this pullback at the moment, we might want to retest this range that we broke out of here. Might want to come and retest this area of liquidity and then rip it. So I really like the look of this, to be honest with you. And I don't think anything's going to happen with intervention anytime soon. Don't quote me on that. You just never know. But I think this wants to rip it higher. Like the weekly, look at that. I think we're going to come up to at least these highs here of 219. I think we could do that. 219.60. Looks bullish. Looks bullish. Oh yeah. All right, where's your guest, Daru? Is he in a waiting room, Mr. Jacob?
I think he is. Let me actually ask him.
Baby JJ.
Joining. If it's your time to run. If it's your time to go, Ken, you can go. I can just stick with it for a minute. And if it's not joining, then it's fine. We just drive. Right. We're just gonna drive in the U word. Someone is asking for it.
yeah, someone's asking, bro. Yeah, my man. All right. Yeah, I need to kick it. But guys, if like today was really nice. I'm glad you guys came with your questions as well, which is cool. So keep them up. If you think of anything while you're sleeping and you're thinking of Ken, you know, if you're thinking about me tonight, baby, write it down. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Angel, pleasure as always, man. We'll have baby Joe on tomorrow.
Absolutely.
So,
catch you tomorrow, Ken.
Hopefully Joel's not wearing his vests tomorrow. And then,
hopefully not. Actually,
he's gonna get a grilling. All right, guys. Pleasure. Love you all. Love you, Angel. Catch you tomorrow.
Bye, brother. Is he gone? All right. That reaction out of this area out of 15 minutes. Let's see if we're gonna drive from here towards the previous day high, because it seems like we have liquidity resting out there, or we're just gonna fail and then trade back lower. This is like a decent setup to me. I just didn't have like the confirmation on the lower time frame apart from this long right here, the initial one. But then we failed to print that higher high out of this reaction. So now we're kind of like sitting right here. We might just kind of like retrace lower at this point. But well, Jacob is here though. Hey, what's up, brother? Welcome.
Hello. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm great, brother. I'm great. Let's give him a warm welcome to Jacob, guys, on the chat. Tell this for him, though.
Thank you, Angel. I appreciate you a lot. How are you? Where are you from? Where are you right now?
I'm in the US, but I'm from Venezuela, though. What about yourself?
Venezuela. I'm from Canada. I'm French Canadian, Montreal.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Why aren't you running like a French stream though? I don't think there's any French stream at all, right?
No, I don't really speak French online. Not really. No.
Okay.
Most of my stream, I just speak in English most of the time. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you take any trades today, Jacob?
Yeah, it went very bad. I took like 2 trades and 2 losses.
Okay. Two
So,
losses. Would you mind going over the charts and show us a little bit what you're saying? You treat the IB, right?
Yeah. I try along on NQ. And the thing is, I will not share my screen because I have all the indicator and all the stuff I use like in my private mentorship. But I can say that I took the long on NQ and a short on ES, and both didn't went my way. So
Didn't
that's
work?
very
Oh,
unfortunate. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But I mean, we live and we learn, and
Yeah,
that's fine.
100%. There were just good days, of course, in the market where I was
Yeah.
clearing days like this, where
Exactly.
we just run higher after the open, at least for the NQ, and then we just
Yeah.
sit in the middle of nowhere.
Did you take any trade?
I took a long a couple minutes ago here
Okay.
around 10 a.m. I took
Okay.
a long, but I didn't like that we failed to print a new higher high out of this
Yeah.
retracement. So I actually closed at break even right here, and now it seems
Oh,
like we're
okay.
actually rejecting, and then we're gonna go higher. I was thinking like if we're going this higher, we
Yeah,
might
yeah.
just be looking for the previous day high at this point.
Exactly.
But it's just
So
kind
what
of like gonna.
What type of
Yeah.
trading are you doing? Like what type of maybe
I
strategy?
trade mostly like price action, like the price
Okay.
action itself,
Yeah,
like structure,
yeah.
higher highs and higher lows, and I just combine them with some sort of ICT concepts. I do not trade like 100% in ICT stuff, but I
Yeah.
like to match that with the market structure.
Understand. Makes sense.
What about yourself?
Yeah, a mix of timing, trend. I like to go with the trend. I think this is very good. I don't really trade ICT anymore. I was trading ICT for the first 8 months of my trading career, and now I
Okay.
switch up to something more, I would say, more easy trend. I go on the 5 minute, and I use timing. Timing is very important. Timing in the
Okay.
market, So I trade around from 10 to 11 Eastern time, and that's pretty much it. I'm pretty done after that.
So you trade only 1 hour of the session. It's
Yeah.
30 minutes after the open.
Yeah, exactly.
And you have
Uh,
like a risk parameter. You take like certain amount of trades, or you have like a daily risk based on your account balance. How do you deal with that?
For my risk management, I will say for a 50K eval account, I will risk maybe 700 to 1,000. So that's pretty aggressive. And for the funded, I will go around 500. So 1% of the account. So yeah, I go pretty heavy on my trade. And I like that the way.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy. But you're looking for like a 1 hour trades, 2 hour trades kind of thing, or you can also
No.
actually trade negative RR as well.
Yeah, I trade
Okay.
negative R. Yeah. That's a little bit like not common in the space. But
100%.
yeah, I trade negative RR.
Actually, the RR police is here and it's looking for you, and that's actually nice that we have people that can trade negative RR
Yeah,
because the win rate is insane, right?
It
I
is,
can
it
see
is.
many and more traders in the space that can trade negative RR and make
Yeah.
it work, which is very, very nice. And you're
Yeah.
actually a very successful trader.
thank
So
you. I
that
appreciate
actually
you.
tells a lot about what we normally see, because we're taught to trade like you have to risk a certain amount and you always have to look to make more than that, or maybe at least twice than that, or it is not gonna work the risk.
Yeah, I agree.
But then we have this kind of traders as you, Jacob, and as we see a lot of. I'm not sure if you know Ike.
Yeah.
Ike.
Yeah.
And he trades negative R as well, and you guys make it look like it's easier. There's a way. You don't need to be completely right. You don't need to be an artist to make money in this market, and you just find a way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of ways to make money in the market. There's plenty of strategy. There's plenty of stuff. So, yeah, I do respect any strategy. So I know some people don't like negative R, but it's working well for me.
Oh, that's great. And for how long you been trading, Jacob?
1 year and a half only.
1 year and a
Yeah,
half.
yeah,
Oh,
and
that's
my
insane.
my first 8 months, I mean, no payout. Like no payout. I was trading ICT, and the
Okay.
other 8 months, it's like from what, like last September, August, I don't remember, to now, I made like 600K in payout. So that's pretty fast, pretty aggressive. Yeah,
That's insane. So for
yeah.
how long it took you to find some consistency in the market?
8 months. Yeah. So the
8 months.
our first 8 months, I was just red. I was documenting everything on my Twitter every day, like showing my calendar. So people saw my come up, and they liked it a lot. So that's why my Twitter was very good at this time. But yeah, I document everything on my Twitter. 8 months red calendar, probably every day. And after that, I stopped trading ICT. I trade my kind of own strategy right now with a timing, trend, and stuff like that I like to combine, and it's working pretty well for me. I was able to have 600K in payout. Most of my payout are with Top Step. I have like 300K with Top Step, so they've been very good to me. And I'm just starting out with you guys,
Oh, that's
E8,
nice.
and yeah, you bless me. So that's very nice. You guys seems very nice. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's wonderful, brother. That's wonderful. I cannot wait to see you actually rocking payouts with E8 and posting them on X. I will be
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one. I will be the first one actually cheering yourself.
Thank you,
Once
thank
you
you. I
get them.
appreciate you.
But it's actually really interesting that you had 8 months trying ICT
Yeah,
and no payouts.
no
And
payout,
then
nothing.
you switched to another framework that was just simple for you. That actually fits the way you think, the way you like to, the way that works for you. And then all of a sudden, everything clicks.
Exactly. And the thing with ICT and how I was trading before, it was a lot of discretionary. So I had a lot of like, it was hard for me to replicate every day and repeat the same process every day because the market changed every day. So it was very hard for me to understand that and why I take this trade, why I don't take this trade, stuff like that. So right now it's more mechanical. Yes, of course, there's some discretionary in my approach, but it's more mechanical. And in the backtesting session right now, I'm able to see that I'm profitable. So it gives me a good confidence in the market.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, that's nice, brother.
Thank you.
That's
How
nice.
long have you been trading?
I've been trading since 2018. So that's
Okay.
pretty much, yeah, actually almost 9 years now.
Nice.
Of course, I went through a lot of strategies. We actually
Of
had there was a strategy back in 2020. Like it was pretty mainstream. Like, let me take
Okay.
this out of the
What
screen.
was this
It was
strategy?
supply and demand
Yeah.
with high RR. So you have to trade like really tight stops and look for 10R, 20R. That was very mainstreaming. It worked for me. I know a couple people that actually got payouts out of it back
Yeah.
in that time. We didn't even trade futures in that time. It was just CFD firms.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a completely different system, I'll say. But then I failed. I tried so many things. I tried the moving average. I tried VWAP. I tried support and resistance, Elliott waves, harmonic patterns, everything. And then in 2024, I was still not consistent, right? I was still not even seeing a penny out of the trading.
Yeah.
Then I found two guys. I'm not sure if you know them. That they're PB. Do you know them?
Yeah.
Okay, I spent like 2 months from their Discord when they used to have a Discord,
Okay.
and I learned a lot of things about trading stuff, like the current trading with future firms, the way you can trade now, because you can just go in and out during the day, just day trade, and have like wider stops and look for a normal target. And then from there, something clicked, and I'm starting to see something that actually worked. But it was not 100% my thing, right? Because I never watched like ICT before. I know it's, to study ICT and go through the entire mentorship, because there are a lot of playlists, a lot of videos. The videos are really deep, and they're actually really long videos that you need to understand. And my first language is not the English, right? I'm a Spanish guy.
Spanish. Yeah.
So it was even harder for me to grasp the whole idea about the concepts. You know what I mean? So with these guys, they made it like they made a basic framework to what to look on, how you can trade it, and then from there I just started combining my previous knowledge until I found something that actually makes sense.
Interesting. That's nice.
Yeah. And of course, at the end of the day, it will depend on the way you manage risk.
Right? Yeah, of course.
Because getting into a trend after the session, when the price is trending somewhere, it's gonna be easier. You just need to click the buy button and hold, right?
Yeah.
But when the things goes wrong and you have to deal with the risk, you have to manage yourself, you have to set a daily risk, you have to have commitment to that risk, not to blow yourself. It's at the end what it's gonna take you long term, right?
I agree. And how do I say your name? Angel?
It's Angel. Yeah, you got it perfectly, Angel. Yeah.
Can I say Angel?
Yeah, you can say that. I mean, everyone calls me Angel because that's the name in English.
Angel.
My real name is Angel because I'm Spanish.
Angel. Okay. And I have a question for you. Do you know, for the E8 signature account, what is the consistency on the EVA? I'm curious.
Oh, there's no consistency on the EVA.
No?
You can pass in one day, actually.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
You can pass in one day. The only one that has consistency on the eval is the new zero account.
Oh,
right?
okay.
It's different. In zero accounts, you have consistency on the eval, which is 40%. But once you pass, there's no consistency, and there are daily payouts. So you can actually get the payout on the first day, and just keep in mind what's your EOD level, right?
Interesting. Okay.
For the signature, you don't have a consistency on the challenge, so you can pass in one day. But once you get to the performance account, you have a 35% consistency.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take you roughly 3 days to get a payout.
Yeah.
But that's a balance. I think it's up to your choice.
Interesting. Thank you for the
absolutely,
answer.
Brother. Absolutely. Guys, if you're here, please drop a like for Jacob and drop your questions.
Like the stream. And if you have any question for me, to answer. It's 100%.
My pleasure. Jacob is
Thank
a great trader. He's been on the space for a while now, and he's amazing. I mean, that's $500,000 in 8 months. It's just crazy to me, though.
Thank you.
Insane. How did you deal with it? Like when you started to see more money and more numbers, did it affect you in some way with your trading?
I mean, I started making payouts. At first it was 1,000, after 2,000, and I just kept investing, kept scaling, buying more accounts and going heavier. And I knew I had money coming in because of the payout, but I try to stay on board and just keep going and ride the wave as long as I'm able to. And I was able to make decent amount of money very quick, so it was very nice. And man, just being grateful, being humble, and trying to improve every day as a trader, because one day you will lose, the other day you will win. Don't let one day define you. And for example, today I lost, but I won yesterday and the other day before, and that's life. It's trading is probability, and you play some stats, and someday you will win, someday you will lose. So that's fine.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And you always keep it transparent though, because you're always posting your P&L or your daily results on your X. So even if you have a bad day, you're showing it.
Yeah, I try to be as much as as transparent as possible. Even on my bio, I share my prop firm fees. So that's something I think it's very interesting. Most people don't do that. Most people will say, oh, I have 500K in payout, 1 million, 2 million. But how much you put in terms of prop firm fees? How much did you invest? Because that's good for marketing, saying you have 1 million, 2 million in payout. But if you have 1 million or 2 million in prop firm fees, you're a break-even trader. So it's very important to be transparent and just show out there. My spend on prop firm fees is around 160K. So I made maybe around
160K.
Yeah, so I made a 3 or 4x on my investment. So that's fine. I think I can do better, but there's always place to be better.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's your spending over time. It's not like you just got 160K and you just put it on investment. That's something that comes with passing challenge, get a payout, getting more evals, and passing again, and then
Exactly.
spending.
That's something
Yeah.
people don't understand, but you do understand pretty
Yeah,
pretty fine.
100%. 100%.
But
I'm not sure. Let me
yeah,
ask you something.
I
What
start
was
with
the thing?
1,000.
You started just with $1,000?
Yeah, I was working 2 jobs. I was like 50K in debt, and two of my best friends introduced me to trading. I started with 1,000, bought some evals here and there, and I was buying like maybe one eval a month because I was not able to buy more. So I took it very seriously and very easy with the evals. And yeah, I got a payout. It was $1,200. Reinvest that, got another payout. It was 3,000. I was break even on my expenses and payout. And since then, I just scale, and I was able to reinvest all my money. So when I say my spend is 160K, around that, it's not like I had 160 sitting in my bank account. Obviously, it's just I got payout, reinvest, spend, payout, blah blah. So it's like running a business, you know.
Yeah, 100%. So
Yeah.
your first payout, you spend your first payout on more challenge accounts?
Yeah. I got one payout with one account. I bought multiple account, got a trade copier, 5 account, boom, 5 account, payout. It was like 7K USD, so it's like 10K Canadian dollars for me. So it was huge. Reinvest that money, reinvest. I made my first payout maybe in August, and in September I was at 10K. Late September I was at 15K. At the end of September I was at maybe 100K. October I did like 100K there. December another 100K, and like my life just changed there.
Yeah, crazy numbers.
Like
And
I was in debt, but like I pay off my debt, and now I'm chilling a little bit, you know.
you're chilling. That's the right way to say it. Well, actually, that's something interesting, Jacob. Did you feel any difference when you had that first payout and then you scale into more accounts? Did something change after that? Because you can say like maybe there are people that actually get the first payout and then maybe you scale very fast and then just spend the first payout and get like every single account, like every single firm. They give me just 5 accounts each, and then I'll just do the same. It was the same for you, or something changed back in that time?
I mean, obviously something changed in your brain. You're like, okay, I can do that for a living. Like, it's true. It's not just like internet money. Like, this is real money. I need to take that seriously. So that's exactly what I did. I take that seriously. I knew I was very confident in myself, very confident in my strategy. That's why I was able to scale so fast, because my backtesting was good. And I just reinvest most of my money, like all my money, into Profirm account. I was like, man, I'm going all in that.
100%. All right,
Yeah.
that's solid. And who taught you, Jacob? Where did you learn? Did you watch some YouTube? Like after the ICT time, did you went through any YouTube videos? You got like a mentorship? There was someone actually that helped you?
So first of all, when I started trading, and there were two of my best friends were trading, so they were profitable trader. One of them is
Okay.
Amas. He's very big on
Oh.
social media. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's my
I know
best friend.
Amas.
Yeah, he is my
Yeah, I
best
know.
friend in real life. So even before trading, even like before social media, he is my best friend. And another guy, his name is William. So he is on Twitter a little bit. But yeah, those two guys helped me with my trading, guide me in the right direction. And yeah, after that, I was able to actually, after that 8 months of no payout, I was just desperate, and I had no ego. I was like, damn, I really need to figure it out. So I have a quote that I like is find a way or fade away. So I need to find a way, you know, to make it in trading. So I was like, okay, I will DM everyone that has a green calendar on Twitter. So everyone on Twitter that posting payout, that posting green calendar, that posting like crazy result or good result, they're doing something good. I was in their DMs and asking, how do you do that? Do you offer mentorship? Blah, blah. And I asked like 10, 20, like a bunch of people, a bunch of traders for guidance because I was lost. And one guy redirect me to a YouTube video actually. And wait, I will change this. A YouTube video actually. And I just start like putting things together. Like I took one thing from this person, one thing from this person. I just try to mix it up and do it my own, and it clicked. I backtested a little bit and it went very good for me. So that's how I found my strategy with a lot of resource, a lot of determination, and yeah, I invest in myself in some Discord and some stuff like that, obviously.
So that's how you found your own craft. And it's actually funny because you were telling me about Amas and William, and they both trade ICT, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
And so they were your friends?
Exactly. It was funny because that's why I'm not here to, like shit talk ICT or, say some stuff about some strategy, because I know it's working for some people, I respect every strategy, every stuff, because there's plenty of people making good money. So yeah, I was trading ICT because of them. They were
100%.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, it's working. But the thing is, it was working for them. And they were telling me, yo, Jacob, I took this trade because of my experience. But I was like, bro, I don't have experience. So why did you take this trade, So it was a little bit hard for me at first to understand the discussion when you don't have experience in the market. So yeah, that's why. But they're very good trader and successful, and they make payout every month. So congrats to them.
Yeah, W for Amas and Williams. That actually, it's interesting because you have them as a friend, right? And then you were seeing them actually succeed in the market with the same strategy, and you were trying that strategy and didn't work for you, and then you find your own craft. But that actually tells a lot about trading, because you can have the secret. Let's say you have a strategy, you have a framework that actually works for you, right? And you teach the exact same framework to 5 different peoples. And I'm pretty sure not all of them will find a way to make that framework work, because it's just different for each brain.
It is different.
That's
like
amazing.
There's so many stuff. Like some people can be so much emotional. Some people can have different risks. Some people can have, like, trading is so hard, and like it's not because someone is using a strategy that will become profitable the next day.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. Guys, remember to drop your questions for Jacob. Colin, I tried to took the NQ long because I like to trade. I like to trade continuations, Jacob.
Of course. I think that's the best way. Like reversal, it's good, but I feel like it's way harder than continuation, in my opinion.
Yeah, I love when the opens actually just creates a range.
Yeah.
In this way that we're doing here, the open creates a range, and that leaves a gap looking a higher time frame, 5 minute, 15 minute, and that's the same as the IV strategy. And you see the price tapping into that gap and continuing higher. That's the best trading data you can see.
I love that. Yeah, of course, I love that. I agree, man.
It's the best data you can trade. There are so many ways to trade, and it's very mainstream right now, the IFBG thing that you're seeing with Dodgy and all the guys from the space. Yeah. But there, as you said, there are so many different ways, and I'm actually happy that you can actually show that here on the stream. Yeah,
of course. Love talking with you, and yeah, you are good vibes. I love that.
Yeah, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I always try to do my best, as usual.
So how long have you guys been doing this stream, like on YouTube?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We had the initial idea to bring traders, right, to provide value for the community, to bring people that actually have something, that have success. And I know you're a very, very good trader. That's why I wanted to have you here for sure. I actually was about to ask you something, but I just forgot. But we can just continue. By the way, guys, we're gonna run a giveaway with this Jacob stream, we're just gonna run a giveaway. We're gonna give a free account to one winner. We're probably gonna do a duck race. But remember, you have to be on the EA Discord, right? You need to connect your dashboard to the EA Discord, and I'm just gonna drop the entry on the game chat of the Discord. There is a question for you, Jacob, on the chat.
So Jacob, you mentioned you piece your strategy together using various ideas from various people. Which idea will you also share with struggling trader to help? I think we just mentioned it. I think going with the trend is one of the best advice I can give to people, because before I was trading ICT, and most ICT concepts are reversal. Like we can think of SMT, CISD, IFG, like going against the trend. I think that's the bad idea. So first advice is go with the trend, and like Angel just mentioned, like wait for a pullback and go with the trend. I think that's the best way for struggler trader to go with every day. What do you think?
Yeah, actually, I love that. That's the best thing. If you're struggling in these markets, the best thing that you can do is just wait for a trending day. And we usually see trading days on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah.
Those are the days that you'll likely see a trend, and you're likely to see a deal in range out of the opening print, which is 930 price. Once you see that big displacement out of 930, and you think that, of course, we're just not going to reverse back into that, is when you just need to wait for a pullback and then go into that direction. And you can use so many things to catch that pullback. You can just use the VWAPs. You can use moving average. You can use Bollinger Bands. There are so many things that I can actually guide you and help you to get in that trend. That is actually interesting. But yeah, it's definitely, if you're struggling, the best way to do it is to try to keep trending days as your main trading strategy in your model. 100%.
Yeah, I love that.
Actually, as today, let's go for today. If you look at 930 price, right? This is 930. We have a displacement. We change the structure in the market from a downtrend. We have the break here to an uptrend. What do we have? A retracement. This is where you match the gaps. We have a retracement into an increasing area after that deal in range or after that displacement higher. So you just need to look for the pullback. That was the initial reason I was looking for a long here. That's some wisdom right there. Yeah, Neon, you're actually right. We have wisdom here. Jacob is a great trader, so yeah, 100%. Whatever he said, that's wisdom. Just take it.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You just have to take it. All right, and guys, while you're here, remember, we do have 25% off on EA Pro, EA1, and EA Signature accounts. So you're a CFD Forex trader. If you actually like to trade futures and you want to pass in one day, you can always go for the Signature account. But if you can take it slower and then you decide not to have consistency during the performance account, then you have 40% off on the new EA Zero accounts. The prices are great. Rules are great. Parameters are great. So just keep that in mind. Just go for it. Go to the website. Go check out the rules. See which account fits you the most, and then you go for it. Right? It seems like we had that. I actually was calling this at the beginning of this stream, Jacob, that after this initial movement right here, we were just heading to the previous day high. There's a big area right here that we might retrace or we might react lower. I don't know. But this initial move at the open, we were just aiming for previous day high. I just waited at retracement, which was this gap on the 15-minute. Sadly, I didn't have the reaction out of this candle. It happened after that. But we have a nice movement right here. This is a nice pullback to trade.
It is. What think of market now, Jacob, bro, today and tomorrow? I mean, today it was hard for me because NQ and ES were not correlated that much, but now they are. But I stopped trading, so that's a little bit unfortunate, I will say. But I cannot predict tomorrow. I'm sorry, bro. You will see. I'm more a guy that react to the market instead of trying to predict it. So we'll see tomorrow. most of the time I just go on my computer around 10 a.m. and I'm done by 11. So I try to spend less time on the chart, and that way I was able to make a bunch of money, because trading is like casino. The more you stay on the chart, the more you will give out your money.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. We might got into the same long. You're telling me that you were trying to long the NQ. So and if you trade after 10 a.m. Oh, sorry guys, I don't have the second time frame. If you trade 10 a.m., I actually took the longs around this area right here.
Okay.
So I took this entire movement, and then I got stopped at break even. So I decided to call it here because it's not the type of day. Like on a normal day, of course we don't have any news, but on a normal day at 10 a.m., this kind of retracement is gonna just drive somewhere. It's just not gonna stay here for that longer. Right? So you could say this was not the best day of price action to trade, for sure.
Yeah.
Fundamentals are still unfolding, so it's important to trade carefully, stay flexible, and avoid getting attached to a fixed bias. Let the market confirm your direction before taking a trade. That's a solid feedback right there. Do you have actually, Jacob?
Yeah.
When you get into the morning, do you have like a bias on mind? Or you can just switch the gears in the middle of the session? How does that work for you?
Yeah, I will switch. I react to the market, so I don't have a fixed bias every day, daily bias and stuff like that. I don't really do that. I know some people, like even on Sundays, they are like, okay, market outlook, and they're preparing their week. But I just go on the market and try to react as much as possible, because we never know, and the bias can change pretty quick. So I just try to adapt every day, go on the chart, and yeah, my bias can change. Maybe sometime I will think, oh, okay, we are bullish here, and maybe the next 15 minutes I'm like, okay, I'm shorting, you know. So
so you're the type of trader that can just get wrong on the first idea during the session, and then you got it right, and then you can trade in the different direction, and then that one got it right. Right, you can do that. Okay.
Yeah, of course. I mean, sometimes I'm wrong, sometimes I'm right, and I just react to what the market is giving me.
Yeah, 100%. Actually, it requires a lot of a skill set to be in a session, in the middle of the session, keeping in mind the whole emotions that you can have while you're trading, and then getting stopped out, just staying back, just holding back yourself, reading rightly, and then changing the gears, because you're able to understand that you're wrong and not being married to that idea.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing. That's actually amazing, though. That's actually amazing. Okay, guys, I'm gonna just send the message for the giveaway on our Discord.
Perfect.
So we can run the Discord before we finish this stream. Thank you so much again for joining today, Jacob.
Thank you for the invite, and I'm sorry about yesterday. It was misunderstood.
No, don't worry, guys.
That's my bad.
We have a funny story, guys, because Jacob told me yesterday, like, bro, why did you invite me to the stream, and now you're ignoring me? And I was like, bro, but you're not on today. I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Like, English is not my first language too, so I'm French, and I mistake it Thursday, Tuesday. I don't know, bro. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
That was funny. No worries, bro. We can have you for sure again in the future, in 2 weeks,
Perfect.
maybe whenever you're available. It will be wonderful to have you again as a guest, because I can see that people actually love to hear about yourself and your journey in the trading. What is this? Let's go. Do you think we make early entry gets liquidated? Well, I mean, it depends what's an early entry for you, though. But yeah, 100%. Where is the Discord here? Oh, okay. Okay, while we're here, we can actually do a giveaway with the chat, apart from the one that we had.
Perfect.
Jacob trades to her back, and I think the socials for Jacob are on the description. You can guys go and take a look if you want to follow him on X and follow his journey. He's always posting, guys. If you want to follow like a trader that he's very active on the social media, Jacob is your guy. He will tell you when he has he has a good day, he's gonna let you know. When he has a bad day, he's gonna let you know, and he's always providing good and content, like good stuff right there.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
So yeah, let's just put the game. Let's do this. We're gonna do two giveaways. The first giveaway is gonna be here in the chat. You guys need to drop your guess and how much it was the first payout that Jacob got on a prop firm. If you guys send the amount, the exact amount, he's gonna choose the winner. You need to guess on the chat the amount of her first payout. If you get it right to the T, you get the free account.
Neil got it.
Neil got it?
Yeah.
Neil got it. No, there's no way he got it that fast.
Yeah.
So your first payout was $1,200.
Yeah.
$1,200. And a 50K account?
Yeah.
50K account. That was actually really fast, Neon. That's not even fair, though. That's not fair for the chat, brother. We'll need to.
Yeah, exactly. I said it before. That's right.
Okay. Let's do that. Neon. I gotta be fair with you because you already won a giveaway last week, so we need to think in something different. We gotta think in something different. Let's do now. Second payout. I'm gonna do second payout. Second payout. Okay, guys, drop it on the chat. Jacob's second payout. Neon, I love you, brother, but you already got.
Bushido Trade got it, bro. It was the same.
No, yeah, it's because you said it. Actually, you said it, right? You said it previously. No, guys, you're not fair though. You're not being fair.
Okay. Old I am old.
How old? Okay, that's
old.
One. I know how old are you right now. Okay, guys, we changed the giveaway direction right here. You need to guess Jacob's age.
Okay.
If you guess it right,
let's do it.
You get the account.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Neon, get out of the stream, brother.
Neon
oh my God.
And C-Trader got it. Yeah.
No, Neon got it first, I think. Because if you look at Bushido, say 26, 24, and then we have Neon with 23. Neon, you're crazy, brother. You can DM me, okay? Okay, you won, Neon. It's fine. You won it.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, okay, this is crazy. Oh, he's your friend, right? He's your friend. This is crazy. 55.
Who is my friend?
This one, Aero Match Trader. I think I saw him on X.
Yeah.
Bro, give me an account, bro. That's okay. You won, brother. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, let me put it on the. Let me put the giveaway chat on the Discord so we can run a duck race and we can finish this lovely stream with Jacob Trades.
Perfect. I'm done.
Okay.
Situation it was.
YouTube giveaway code Jacob. The code is Jacob, guys. I actually was looking at the interview that you have, Jacob, with Austin.
Yeah,
that's a great one. I follow Austin back from 2018 because I used to work for my Forex Founds.
Oh, okay, nice.
It was a very popular firm back in 2021. And Austin was starting with all the SFX stuff when he was doing like Forex scalping strategies. It was completely different thing. And I was always helping him with whatever he needs from the support side. And I was like, bro, what happened with this? Or give me the information on this. So it's kind of like an example because I have seen the way Austin grow on the industry exponentially, right? Because now he's one of those top guys on the industry that you will know about him if you're trading.
Yeah.
Right now, it's a good interview, guys. If you're looking to get to know more about Jacob, he has an interview with Austin Silver here on YouTube, so you can go and check it out.
Thank you.
A little bit more about
Thank
himself,
you very much.
And we will have him as a guest in the future. So now, if you go to our EA Markets Discord, there's a game chat. There's your entry to the giveaway. You just go there. and you're gonna use the code Jacob. I'm not sure why I keep calling you Justice, bro. Jacob, do you have a code with us? Like a discount code?
I don't.
You don't? There's no way you don't.
I
okay,
don't.
Now you should have one. Yeah, you should have one.
Yeah,
Where's
I should have
affiliate
Jacob.
guy? Yeah, it should be Jacob though. Where's my affiliate guy? If you're watching this, please let's get Jacob. Set him up, please. Code Jacob. Also, all right. So that's the goal to enter on the YouTube giveaway. The entries on the Discord. I'm gonna give you guys 2 minutes, and I'm gonna run the duck race. That's a good one. What's that song? It's warm below. All right. All right, guys. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to enter in the giveaway. Code Jacob. Yes, it's. All right. While we're waiting, you can actually drop questions for Jacob as well.
Yeah, of course.
And remember, we're here Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 11:30. We're extending this stream a little bit longer because Jacob could only join at 11.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. And drop your questions. We're here. Tuesdays are for Spanish streams. Remember that. So if you come here on a Tuesday and you hear a lot of words that you cannot even understand, it's because it's a Spanish stream. So don't worry. You can actually join on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. But Tuesday are for Spanish streams. All right, let me just pull up with the list. Yes, let's show. So we're 224 people right here.
Nice.
Guys, how many likes do we have? If you haven't clicked on the like button, we only have 43 likes and we are 224 people. There's no way, guys. Just hit the like button.
Like the stream, guys.
Yep, let's do it. And I'm just gonna run that giveaway. All right, it's gonna be usual show. And like this. All right, that's a fair entry right there. And we're gonna do it. Oh, let me close this. Names. Okay. Jacob, do you have any number in mind for the dog race? You could say 1 minute, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, 1 second, 50 seconds.
Yeah, it can be 1 minute. 1 minute is fine.
1 minute. Let's do 1 minute. All right. We have the giveaway duck race presented by EA Markets and Jacob Trades.
Let's go.
Let's go. Good luck, everyone. I hope you can get an account today. And if you don't, come back tomorrow and try again.
Yeah.
All right. What do we have? Quack. Exactly. Come on, guys. All right. Let me see, what do we have here? Hopefully we can just go towards the previous day high. I might be looking for trying to long the NQ because I still have one bullet left to take a trade. Let's see at the PM session if we have something to keep in trade to that.
Are you only trading in the morning or the PM session sometime?
I could trade in the PM session if I have a bullet left to trade, right? Because I have a rule about 2 executions on the day, regardless of the outcome. All right, we have a winner, guys.
Congrats.
The PS21. Where are you, Ducky? All right. If you want to claim the prize, drop it on the chat because you got to be here on the stream. Claim the prize. WPOs. Who's POs? POs21. Me. All right. Then send me a message on Discord, a direct message showing the proof that that's you. and I'm gonna get you an account. Let me know your email. Make sure you're verified with EA Markets, and you let me know if you want to trade futures or forex, and I'm gonna get you set up. Jacob, again, thank you so much, brother, for joining. Thank you for your time. I'm happy to have you here as a guest to listen to your knowledge and your wisdom. I'll invite you again in a couple of weeks to be a guest. I
No
hope
worries.
you join.
Perfect. Yeah.
All right?
Yeah. I will.
Wonderful. Okay, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It was a hell of a stream. And have a wonderful day, everyone. In chat, take care, brothers. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.